Welcome to the Apollo NBA show. Drew, are you officially nervous about your Pistons in 6 or Pistons in 7 pick? I'm the only one that went Cavs. People forget that I went Cavs in 7, and I've got a game up right now. I'm in the driver's seat. I'm surprised based on the play of James Harden in the first 3-4 games, but here we are. The Pistons are down 3-2. Game 6 is tonight. In Cleveland with a chance to close out the series. Shocking, but we're going to talk about Game 6s today on the Apollo NBA show. What are you thinking, Drew?
I'm not nervous because first round I had Cavs in 7, and I just think it's one of those teams that they're going to be really good for 2 games and really not good for 2 games. And the beginning of this season or this series was they sucked in the first 2 in Detroit, and they kind of found their mojo at home. But I think it's based off their star play, where it's like you expect Mobley and Mitchell and Harden to be good some of the time, but they've kind of proven, at least the past few years, that's like hit or miss, right? So
yeah,
I'm not super nervous yet. I am a little nervous only because I feel like Detroit should have won the past 2 games.
Yeah.
And they lost both of them. So that could have been their chance to be up 3-2 in this series. And maybe it is the Cavs' turn to kind of just finish them off in Game 6 at home. But no, I still think, Robinson was out Game 5, and that, they had to play Herder, who hasn't played all series. So if he comes back, it helps him a little bit with the shooting, obviously. But I think it's going to come down to like the last, clutch time again. And unfortunately, K's been great in these playoffs. But the last 5 minutes of close games, that's probably been the one knock against him, where he's had a lot of weird and uncharacteristic like turnovers where we'll get to Game 5, but getting picked by Strus in overtime is just like, that's kind of the game.
I can't believe that Max Strus was like MVP of that game outside of James Harden.
He's been good. He's probably been like the most consistent, at least one of them, the most consistent Cavs players.
At 6 for 8 from 3. 20 points. He's a +9. But
gives
I
the
think
Cavs a good edge.
Yeah, the main thing in this series is that I put this in the group chat the other day. I was like, Jalen Duren has a little too much Evan Mobley for my liking in him, and Evan Mobley was like good in Game 5, and again Jalen Duren just like doesn't exist anymore. And also Thompson scores 6 points a night. Like they just don't have any offensive firepower outside of Cade Cunningham, who put up 39 on pretty efficient shooting, like 60% from 3, 48% from the field. Like he did everything he could with 48 minutes played, and just like no one else could score. Denise Jenkins is 19 points. Like, I don't know. What do you do with that? B-ball Paul's just closing for this team now. Jalen Duren, your second team All-NBA player, probably is getting benched in the playoffs. He played 25 minutes in an overtime game where Cade played 48. Can't have that happen. He just lost $100 million, it feels like.
No, it does. I think we knew, like, this season during the trade deadline, at the trade deadline, when they only got Herder, a lot of people around the league were like, if this feels like they're the number 1 seed, they really wanted to take a swing and make themselves like a formidable playoff opponent and not just a regular season number 1 overall seed, because we know how the playoffs in the regular season are. Especially the past few years, it's a different ballgame, right? People can kind of cruise right now. No one really cares as much about home court advantage at this point. And just getting Herder at the trade deadline and not getting another, look how Io's doing for the Wolves, right? Like who knows if they even win the Nuggets series without him. So a play like that would have helped this team a lot. And to piggyback on your Duren point, to get benched for Paul Reed, who is like a fine player, like he's not like he's, terrible
awesome backup third string center.
Perfect. Right, but when you're an All-NBA center and you go from 19 points a game in the regular season to 10 in the playoffs, like half your production and scoring is gone. And it wasn't even like, oh, it's been the past few games. Game 1 against the Magic, like this guy was not ready for the playoffs. Like they went down 3-1 for a reason. Like he has not been ready to go since the playoffs started.
Wendell Carter Jr. was better.
Yeah, he was.
In the series.
I don't know what happened. I don't know who got in his head. I don't know. Like, honestly, it's a really weird situation, especially because he does have like this contract coming up that the Pistons haven't given him like the max, because he's going to be due for, if he makes All NBA, which he, people around the league are saying they voted for him, and he probably will be. He's going to be due for a max extension, and the Pistons have said that they don't feel he's a max player, and they're right at this point. I mean, he hasn't proven it. He hasn't even proved that he's worth, I don't even know if he's worth 30 mil a year right now.
Yeah, and you're in the modern day NBA with all the aprons and bullshit and whatever. You have room for 2 max players, and that's it. You don't get to have the third anymore. You don't get to have someone that's close to being the third anymore. Like, look at the Celtics. They went way over the cap, aprons, all that kind of stuff, and blew it up. They won a title. Obviously, it worked, but they didn't have 3 max players. They had 2, and then you added like Drew Holiday, who had a lot of cap, Al Horford and Porzingis and all those guys. Like, they had a bunch of guys that were big contracts, but not max players. If you're the Pistons, it's like, yeah, Tobias Harris is coming off the books, but like, he was bad. You don't want him back. 6 of 19 shooting, 13 points. Like, you're good on the Tobias Harris front. Where's your secondary scoring come from if it's not going to be Jalen Duren? And if you're the Lakers, you're just looking at this like, all right, I'll just highball him. I got LeBron coming off the books. Austin Reeves probably going to opt out. Just highball Jalen Duren, put him with Luka Doncic. What are the odds that he does this again with Luka as the playmaker? But he's also playing with Cade. Like, this should be fine. He missed an alley-oop just like in game 4, right? Like, the alley-oop was right there. He's wide open
the ball.
in the lane.
Yeah, he's been catching the ball and not dunking and doing these, like, trying to hit it off the glass layup oops, and it's just been really, it's been weird, man. And it's not like
he also has like the Andre Drummond gene where he could just rebound the fuck out of the ball, and he just doesn't do that now in the playoffs. He had 5 rebounds, 4 rebounds, 5 rebounds in this game. Like,
he's averaging,
I feel like every game he should have 12. Every game he should have 12.
Yeah, what's he have? I think, what was it? This series, he's averaging how many rebounds is he averaging?
What is he, 9 and
He's
5?
averaging 6. Yeah, like it's just like 9 points and 6 rebounds. And also, like, on 46%, it's like, dude, you're a center who really just dunks and maybe does occasional, like, stuff around the basket. Like, it's not like you're shooting these outside shots. Like, you should be well above 50%. So.
We're gonna get some Tolo Smith action in Game 6, maybe. Mississippi State legend. People forget.
Dude, that, I mean, he might
at this rate, maybe
he might come off the bench. Like, they were saying that they might start Paul Reed in Game 6, which would be, I mean, a disaster.
Any Tolo Smith minutes is like a huge win in my books. I've been screaming Tolu for the entirety of the Apollo NBA
in the
show.
Playoffs, that would be amazing.
It'd be so sick. And everyone, Josh and Sheldon have been the culprits of this, because he got signed by the Pistons last year, I think, in the G League, and he was just having like 30, 20 games back to back to back to back to back. He was just doing it. I was like, look at Tolu, baby. Look at Tolu. And then he gets called up and just doesn't ever touch the floor. It'd be really funny if Tolu Smith got minutes because Jalen Duren was that bad.
They need help wherever they can get. So
I guarantee you, if you played Tolu 25 minutes in Game 5, you're getting the same stat line. It's like legitimately getting the same stat line. Worse defense, same stat line.
Yeah, I feel bad for JV Bickerstaff. It's like,
what do you do?
Yeah, I don't know what the conversation is. I don't like, you gotta find a way to motivate this guy.
And like, I don't know. But on the flip side, the Cavs, James Harden was the disappearing act, the first few games, and now he had a pretty good end to Game 4. I wouldn't say it was a good Game 4, but end to Game 4, and then he puts up 30 on 21 shots. Like, not spectacular, but he got to the free throw line. He was vintage James Harden in that sense, was doing the things he wanted to do, hit some threes, get to the free throw line, create a little bit of chaos. 38 and 6, along with just some solid play from everybody else too. Like that was the thing. It's like Mobley was good, Jared Allen was good, Max Strus was awesome, obviously 6 for 8 from 3, and then Donovan Mitchell was fine. And that's all you needed.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been weird watching this team try to figure out the Harden fit. I think if we think about last year, this Cavs team was supposed to be really good, And then Garland got hurt and really couldn't play at all in the playoffs. And so
Mhm.
now it's kind of just like whatever Harden gives them is a bonus. I feel like it's just like a little bit of a cherry on top kind of situation where Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley are still the same type of caliber player they were last year, if not better.
Yeah.
Especially Mobley's been playing really well the postseason. So yeah, I think if they can just kind of squeeze out just a few more, I mean, it's hilarious. We're talking about James Harden and we have a game 6 coming up. So it's like, we
Could
almost
be
know what's going to
anything.
happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we already know, but hopefully he can break a little bit of a curse where he doesn't have the best stat lines in game 6s and game 7s, but he is doing just enough to where they're up 3-2 in this series. But I think if a few things swing, the Pistons are easily up 3-2. So I don't want to give him too much credit. He is shooting 39% from the field. It's not like he's like having this
good, but he's
amazing series, but he is doing enough to where he's letting Mitchell rest when he needs to rest, and kind of helping out like the Mobley and Allen kind of getting their spots and helping them in the game plan.
I'm pulling up James Harden's basketball reference right now to see what. So he only shot 43.4% field goal percentage this season.
Mm-hmm.
You're going down about 4 to 5%. Like in general, I think that's a pretty normal playoff type of shooting number.
Yeah,
you go down 4 to 5% unless you're fucking Steph Curry or Klay Thompson during their primes.
Sure.
Like I feel like they were, and even then they went down a few percentage points because defense plays harder. Every game is 2 games, is what LeBron and JJ Redick have always said. And like in all their podcasts, so like every playoff game is 2 games on your body. So I think shooting percentages go down. So like you kind of look at it and you're like, yeah, you can give and take there. Right. If you're a big man and you're shooting whatever Duran's shooting, 40, like he shot 60% in that game, but he only played 25 minutes. Like what?
he got benched. He got benched in the 4th quarter. He didn't play at all in overtime. Like
it's crazy. And like 25 minutes, you shot 60%. You had 9 points. Like that's fine if you're just another guy. Like if you're Evan Mobley and Jared Allen's having a game, but there is no Evan Mobley.
There is no other guy.
Yeah.
Maybe they do like a double big. I wonder if they like.
Gross.
Do they do like a Stu and Duran and kind of try to match the Cavs?
Mobley Allen.
Because I feel like their starting lineup is
guarding everyone. It's also
I know. I mean, it's been. I don't know. Tobias Harris has been a good enough defender, I feel like, on these guys to where maybe it doesn't work. But if you don't want to have Robinson on the court because you're scared of his defense, maybe you just slide a star to the 2, Tobias to the 3, and having Stu at the 5 and see if that works. But yeah, they got to figure out some kind of game plan for game 6 because I think it's getting to the point where the Cavs are kind of figuring out if they can just kind of neutralize Duran, then they're in a good spot. Well, what did you think about? Did you think it was a trip to end game 5 before overtime? Did you think that? I don't think it was either.
No, not really. Like maybe incidental, but I don't think
not enough to where they should have called it because that
wasn't Grayson Allen
won in the game. You know what I mean? It would have been like, all right, they win the game because this guy gets, his foot touches my foot. Yeah. With 1 second left, like I don't think that should decide a game. So, do
we need to yell at Zaza Pachulia for ruining the NBA, real quick?
Because of all the
landing in the landing zone. Like I get it, injured Kawhi and like, but big Jalen Williams on OKC a week ago when they won in 4 or 3 or whatever it was, like when he is nowhere near the landing zone, is jumping sideways, like perpendicular to him, not in the landing zone at all. And then he flares his leg out and acts like he landed on him. Like we need to get rid of. We just need to figure out the flopping. Like the NHL has the embellishment rule. So like even if the guy does trip you or you do get elbowed or whatever, and you embellish it a little bit, that guy's going to go to the box for the original penalty. You're going to go to the box for the embellishment. I think we got to do it both ways now.
I agree.
There's got to be offsetting fouls. Ball goes out to the outbounds. Like whoever had the ball at the time, you just get the ball back with 14 seconds left on the shot clock, and there's no free throws. Like we have to start, because I know that they have the fouling thing or the flopping thing.
Yeah.
Like for fines and things, but like we need to make it a foul call at this point because it's bad.
I wish they would call it more in the playoffs because they started pretty hot in the regular season, like they always do. Like the first 2 weeks, it's like we're gonna call this a lot, and they kind of
First two
stopped
weeks
doing
and then
it.
like post trade deadline, it's awesome.
Yeah, I
They
don't know
call
why
that
they don't do it
everything.
in the playoffs,
Yeah.
but I will say, I think I don't know. I mean,
It's got to be so blatant for it to be called. I think that's my
it's
issue.
got to be
It's like,
blatant, but also I think one of the main problems is just the speed. Like we should have
yeah,
somebody
real
who can
time.
literally watch the replay that all of us are watching on TV and decide, and literally you have 30 seconds. 30 seconds to be like we're not taking a TV timeout for this. We're taking a 30-second. The refs on the floor don't even go to a monitor. They stay where they are. Whoever's in like, whatever, the cloud referee
Yeah.
figures it out in 30 seconds and they call it.
Secaucus,
Like,
New Jersey or whatever they are.
yeah, it takes so much time for these guys to walk over to the table, turn on the light, tell everyone on the arena what we're doing. We already know what you're doing. You have to announce that you're making a challenge. We know the challenge. We know it's challenges at this point.
Yes.
So I think a lot of it, honestly, is just like we're going to another timeout to review this, where it's just like this should be done so quickly. So I think, yeah, a lot of it should be just like speed. That would help.
Yeah, I think that. And then the other issue I've been having, and I've watched a lot of basketball in my life, and I know the last 2 to 4 minutes of a game is going to be the slowest 2 to 4 minutes you've ever experienced in your life.
Yeah.
The thing where we go timeout, commercial, come back as a little teaser, and we don't have any game action. It's just Mike Breen or whoever's on the call giving you a 15-second spiel, and then we're going back to commercial again.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching the games and reading a book at the same time. I'm just enjoying my my life and not having to worry about the stars and no panicking right now during the playoffs. So I've been reading some books while watching the playoffs. So I've got the noise up so I can hear it. So then I look up whenever things get exciting.
Right.
I was looking up. I was like, all right, it was the Rockets Lakers. I think it was whatever the game collapse was from the Rockets. Game 3. I was watching that and I was like, all right, last 5 minutes, putting the book down. We're going full attention here. The amount of commercials that happened. It was an hour. It was a full hour for like 5 minutes and into game time and into overtime. We got to stop this. This is why people don't want to watch basketball anymore. Like the older people don't want to watch basketball anymore because the whole fucking game is commercials come fourth quarter. It's awful. Yeah. It's bad. And then the coaches challenge, like, why can't we just like talk about can we see the replay? Can we see what the refs are seeing? Like they do in the NFL. You get to see what they're watching. And then you have Gene Steratore come in and be stupid referee from heaven. And like, he's always agreeing with the refs. Like he always sides with the refs.
Right.
And he's always wrong.
Never surprised.
I'd rather have that happen. Can I get the bald guy, whatever his name was from our childhood, the famous ref, whatever his bald ass was named, get him in the booth and just have him side with the referees every time. I'd rather that be the case than go to another commercial and see whoever's on. I've stopped paying attention to the commercials. Like I don't remember the Thunder commercials with Chet and Shea a couple years ago, where they had the jingle or whatever. I haven't paid attention, so I have no idea what's going on in the commercials, which is great. But I'm pissed that there's so many commercials.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's my problem.
I've got to figure it out.
I don't know. Whatever. There's my rant. We can spend all of 30 seconds on Spurs Timberwolves Game 5 because that's all it's worth.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, who do you think has a better chance of coming back in this series? Pistons or Wolves?
Wolves all day long.
Really?
Yeah. Like the Jalen Duren thing has really fucked me up. It's like if you don't have a second guy, because the thing with the Cavs is that they have 4 guys that could just do something every game, and if 2 of them don't, they still have 2 that are. The Pistons have 2 guys, and if one of them isn't doing anything, they're fucked. Like that's the problem.
It's a good point.
I have more people to trust that can score 19 to 40 points, really, anywhere in between. They have 3 of those guys maybe, and then a 4th that's going to give you at least 15. That's what I feel like. And on the Pistons side, it's like, look, if Tobias Harris isn't giving you 17 points and Jalen Duren isn't giving you your 22 that he got in the regular season, you're fucked. That's how I feel. And obviously James Harden is on the other side. That could go for 9 points in game 6. Like that's very possible, but
it's a good point.
I don't know. The Wolves just like, they can get absolutely shellacked by someone. It's happened in the last 2-3 Western Conference Finals runs, whatever, how many ever it's been now. It's like they just get absolutely creamed in a game, and then they just come back and squeak out the next one. That's what it feels like. And I think I have more faith in that than I do the Pistons having 2 or maybe 3 guys scoring more than 17 points.
Yeah, I guess I would pick the Wolves I would pick the Pistons just because I think right now I have more faith in the Spurs to finish the series than I do the Cavs. Like I don't know. Yeah, I like we're saying, like, who knows with James Harden? Who knows how this game 6, possibly game 7 is going to come up? Yeah, Spurs have just been, I think, more steady, obviously, in the playoffs than the Cavs have been. So I'll pick Detroit right now. But yeah, either way,
the ghosts are here.
But either way, I think the Wolves and Pistons are in for. Yeah, it's gonna be tough for both of them, I think, to come back in these series.
Yeah, games are tonight.
Two big blowouts in one series is not great for the Wolves. And Ant has not been, like, we'll get to the series now. Ant has not been 100%. He's clearly, and he's talked about it in his post-game interviews.
70%?
That's what I think. I think it's like around, because he can still, like, his lateral movement seems okay. I mean, he's having trouble, I think, staying in front of some of these guards, but he definitely is not getting up for dunks.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did they play him 39 minutes in that game? They were down 30, it seemed like, early.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was watching the end of it, and I was like, why is the lineup still in the fourth? Yeah, it was. I don't know if Finch was trying to, like, find something and be like, all right, remember that, we'll find this play that we ran late in the fourth when we're playing against these. We're down by 30, doesn't really matter. But maybe, he was just trying to find some kind of cohesion between these dudes. Yeah, I thought the same thing. He should have been out earlier just because of how gassed he's looked and how his knees been holding up.
Yeah, just get him. I mean, I know you had an extra day rest there. You weren't playing every other day for this one, but with the way he's looked, like, his sprint speed's not there. Like, you would see him on a fast break and be able to outrun a guy and go dunk it or whatever. Like, you're not seeing that anymore. He's kind of pulling up at the 3-point line and trying to set up an offense as opposed to going to the basket and stuff, which sucks because
it does.
When Ant's ferocious and 100%, that's, like, so fun to watch. And you're not getting that right now. But, like, I don't know. Io's been good. Naz Reid's been good the last few games, but this was the first really, really, really bad game of Rudy Gobert, and it showed. Like, that was I think that's where it started. It was like Rudy Gobert was so bad in this one defensively. And then absolutely giving you nothing on the offensive side. He only played 22 minutes and some change there. But, like, I think that was the biggest tell of this game going to go south. If once Rudy started getting cooked there in the first half, I was like, oh, we're in for a bad one. And Wemby was unreal. Like, he had all the stats through 3 quarters.
Coming out the gate,
like 5 minutes in the fourth. But
yeah, I think he was like outscoring. He had like 16 points in the first quarter. He was like outscoring the entire Wolves team for a minute there. Like, this
all
dude has been unbelievable. He's been really, really good. So,
and then Castle just being, hey, if you just give me the ball and I have an opportunity to shoot, I will make the basket this game. He was 8 of 11. Like,
Harper's basically, like, done what Terrence Shannon Jr. was doing in the Nuggets series, where he's scoring all of his points in transition. Like, he's grabbing that rebound and he is flying to the other end of the court. Like, I think he had 20 points last game. I think like 14 of them were just in transition. Like, this dude just. And Ant can't get back to get them. Their transition defense has not been super hot. I think that's how they really lost the last game. So I'm sure Finch is going to be telling these guys to if once you shoot, like, we're not going in for the offensive rebound. Because that's the thing. It's like, that's part of their superpower. You can play a big 3-man lineup, big 3, where it's like you got Nas and Gobert and Randall. You're able to crash the boards on offense if you miss. But against the Spurs, if you don't get that rebound, like, they are flying to the other end. So yeah, it's going to be hard to figure out how that really changes for the Wolves.
And every playoffs, there's a series where there's a guy that's like, he's not a dude, but, he's a dude for a series. Keldon Johnson is having the most, like, PJ Washington type of series of all time.
Yeah,
where like,
6 man of the year, he's finally coming around. He had a weird start. He wasn't super hot against Portland, but he's really been picking up against Minnesota.
But yeah, I think this is like the most ideal series for Dylan Harper to get reps.
Yeah.
You play him the 20 to 25 minutes a night. You don't have to worry about him because he's going to play sound defense and he's going to be decent on offense at least, like 5 of 10 shooting.
He's so good.
And he had 12 points. Like he had 10 rebounds. Like he's just Russell Westbrook out there just getting rebounds as a guard. Like he's doing everything correctly and he doesn't have to run the show. And that's the scary thing is because like De'Aaron Fox, we can just trade him in 2 years.
Yeah.
It just offload that and then you can pay whoever you need to. And then you're probably going to have other young people or other people that are going to sign in free agency, and Harper and like Carter Bryant just like doesn't have to do anything yet. I know. Just like, you're a project right now. We'll figure it out later. You're fine.
Yeah, don't worry. He's getting like maybe 10 minutes a game, if that.
Yeah,
like
12 last game.
Yeah, they're kind of just throwing him in. But dude, I don't know. On the Harper point, everyone's saying like all the scouts and all this that this rookie class coming up, the draft is supposed to be like one of the deepest we've had in years. But the top 4 of last year, I mean, Coop, Harper, VJ, Khan, like that is a disgusting top 4 of your class. Like, I mean, absolutely disgusting.
We talked about that draft and we were like, is this one of the best drafts like in this century, maybe of all time? Like 96, obviously you go back, there's 8 all-NBA players. I think that's how you have to, there's 8 players that made an all-NBA team, if not multiple in their career. Then you look at 03, you obviously have the 4 there, right? Wade, Melo, Braun, and Bosch. Like those were the 4. And you had some other guys that were decent, whatever. But since then, there hasn't really been a draft class that's been like, oh shit, that's the draft class.
I know.
Like Cat and Book, that draft was decent. Like you've had a few that are like good, but maybe not even 4 guys that are going to make an all-NBA team. This past one, you have 4 guys that very much are in position to make an all-NBA team in on their rookie contract.
I mean, would it be surprising if next year all 4 of those guys are all-stars?
No,
probably not, dude. Like I could see an avenue where all 4 of those guys are all-stars, like, which is unreal.
And I think they can all make an all-NBA team on their rookie contract. That's the crazy thing. It's like if Khan just like just makes 400 threes a season, like that's very possible. And he's like, you're just 13 all-NBA because you made 400 threes this year. Like no one else does that.
Grabs the Klay Thompson type of a 13 all-NBA kind of role.
Yeah. Have you heard? I don't know if you heard Shea Serrano. I saw this clip a few weeks ago, and I just now thought of it because we were talking about Harper. The father-son duos in the NBA. Like there's only one superstar and the other is a role player or a super role player, basically.
Right.
In the father-son duo. Ron Harper, obviously like a super duper role player.
Super duper role player.
But like a role player nonetheless. He was the 4th or 5th guy on the team. Dylan Harper is just bound to be the superstar now out of that family. Well, you look at LeBron and Bronny, obviously G Leaguer versus like
I mean it's a little bit like
he's fine, but
it's a little bit like Steph and Dell, you know, where Dell was just the role player, and then Steph comes out.
Supernova.
He's been around the league his entire life.
Michael Thompson and Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is a superstar. Michael Thompson is a role player. Like you could go on and on and on. Look at all the father-son, and that's all Shea Serrano. He did all that research and found all those players. But like, I think we're just bound for Dylan Harper to be a super duper star.
Yeah,
because it
actually gives me. This is another whole tangent, but that gives me a lot of hope for a guy coming in the draft, Cameron Carr, because his dad was a role player in the NBA, and I think this guy's going to be.
Do we have any more to talk about Spurs Wolves? Obviously, that's tonight as we're recording this Friday morning. But
no, I think it's just going to be a matter of if Ant is healthy enough to pull these guys to another victory. It is going to be in Minnesota, obviously, so that helps. McDaniels did not have a good shooting game last game, so hopefully that helps too. Playing at home. Obviously all your role players usually play better. Wemby might get ejected again. Who knows? That would help. That would help the Wolves a lot.
What did you think about the ejection and the non-suspension and no fine? It's me and Shelly talked about it. I thought we were very level-headed about it for Texas fans.
No suspension after he got ejected. Here's the thing. I think if it happened in like the 4th quarter, he probably gets suspended for another game. I think because it did happen so early.
It's like the yellow card in the first half as opposed to the second half.
I think because it happened so early in the game, they're like, this is basically almost a full game anyways.
Yep.
The no fine's a little weird because usually no matter
it's in the rule book that he's supposed to get fined for getting ejected. That's the thing. That's what we were pointing out. Like, that's weird.
Right. That's weird. So that's my only gripe. Again, it's like, how much money does that really matter to this guy? But again, it's like
2K is nothing.
But still, it's like either way, you should probably do it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was. I didn't think it was. It was ejection worthy.
Yeah.
But it was not. It didn't look malicious at all. It looked like he was kind of just trying to get the guys off of him.
Wouldn't run our test.
It was not run our test to James Harden, which that was like attempted murder, if we're being honest.
that was assault. That was the Myles Garrett assault.
He looked him in the eyes and said, "Catch this, Bill."
Yeah. All right. I think we're all aligned on that one. It was weird that he didn't get fined for it because it's in the rule book, like explicitly that if you get ejected, your first ejection is 2K and then it goes up from there for every ejection. Also, him not knowing what a flagrant 2 was very stupid because, like, I think of the Spurs as the New England Patriots of like Bill Belichick era, where they know the rule book. Like, that is the first thing that Bill Belichick does in every OTA, every training camp, and everything. He's pull out the rule book, and you have to memorize it. You have to know it. You take tests on it. When you were with Bill Belichick in the prime, like Gronk had to take a fucking test on a rule book. Like, that sounds awful. That's what I think about the Spurs. Like, the Spurs and the Patriots were the same. They're the system, they're the ecosystem, and everything has to align the same way. How do you not know that you get ejected for a flagrant 2? You've been playing for 3 years too. That's the other thing.
It was weird when he was like, what I think so there's 2 ways where it's like he's either playing like he doesn't know what's happening to kind of downplay the act.
Sure.
Or he was asking, what did he say? And not like, what does that
mean?
You know, he could have been like, I didn't hear over the, because it's going through like the stadium mics, right? So maybe he was just like, I don't know what they said. But yeah, whatever.
Oh, and then I was listening to Bill earlier this week, and they were talking about how you got to be 27 years old to win your first title. Like, if you're the best player on a team without a like Hall of Fame guy, like the guys that were younger than 27 always had a Hall of Fame end of prime guy. So like Wade and Shaq, and then Kobe and Shaq, and Kareem and Magic, and all those kinds of things. They were like, is Wemby just going to be able to break that? And I'd argue that they do have the Hall of Famer older guy on their team, and it's Harrison Barnes. People forget.
Yeah, dude. I was waiting. I was like, who's he gonna say? He's gonna say Fox. There's no way he's gonna say Barnes. That's good. That's hilarious.
I thought about it when I was listening to Bill the other day. I was like, man, he has a Hall of Famer on his team, the past champion. Technically,
is he making the Hall of Fame?
How do you not?
I don't know if Harrison Barnes.
He was really good in college. That's the thing, and he was like one of the top high school guys, because it's not just the NBA. That's the thing. Yeah, it's so dumb that we can't think about it that way.
Yeah,
because otherwise, he's just an all-time role player for a really good Warriors team. Like, and the sacrificial lamb for KD.
I'd have to think about that. Like, I don't know, man. That seems like a stretch to me. I still don't know if I
think his Hall of Fame's like at 80-something%.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure, because I think he was so good in college. I think he was really like one of the top guys in high school. Yeah, and it calculates all of that, which I think is dumb. And he probably has a gold medal.
And he has a ring. And if he wins one more ring with San Antonio, he's got a case.
I think he has a gold medal. I think he was on one of those teams. Okay. Like, whether it be 16 or 20.
Yeah.
I think he was there. So I think that's the other thing. It was like,
wow. Congrats to
people don't want to talk about it.
They don't want to talk about it. They do have that guy.
I thought about that the other day. I was like, I need to bring this to the pod.
That's hilarious.
I don't know who was going to be on the pod with me today, but I needed to just say that to someone other than my wife, because my wife's going to be like, I don't care. So
no, it is a good point though, because it is. I mean, it would be
unprecedented.
Yeah.
Well, after a little technical difficulties, I wanted to do a Memphis Grizzlies minute. We didn't have Drew on the last podcast, so as a Grizzlies fan, our Grizzlies fan on Apollo NBA show, what is your reaction to getting the number 3 pick in the lottery? Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Ecstatic. It's funny because at the end of the regular season, I was watching the standings like a hawk. Like, we were constantly with the Mavs. Like, it's going to be the Mavs, the Pelicans, the Grizzlies. We're all around the same record. And I was like, if we just keep tanking, dude, just get in front of these guys. Like, who knows? Like, our odds go up by like 7%. But that 7% can mean a lot. And it did. Like, we ended up in the 3rd spot, and y'all ended up 9, right?
It was the coin flip.
Basically. It was.
I think there was a coin flip between us and the Hawks, and I think it was one game in between us, which happened in the last week or 2 of the season. And Chris Middleton was like, "Hey, watch this." Instead of just getting cut and going to a contender,
hey, watch this.
He was like, "Let me get mine," Let me get mine. I'm tired of the old dudes on the Mavs just taking the ball away from Coop. Because, like, if Cooper's doing it and we win the game, so fucking be it. But Chris Middleton just putting up 25 against the Grizzlies and going hot in the fourth quarter to win the game. Fuck you, dude. It's his fault. It's Chris Middleton's fault that we won, like, 4 games when we should have just lost all 4 of them. Like, that's the problem.
And that's the one game swing that we're really, like, we could be the 9th seed. Y'all could be the 3rd seed. And now you have a Cam, Boozer, and Coop on the same team. Like, that would have been magical. But no, I'm glad. I'm glad that the Grizzlies were really good at tanking. I'll take that all day. And the 3 spot, I was telling some of the guys in the group chat I was in, I think the 3 spot is a good place to be because I think there's 5 dudes in this draft that legitimately think they should be the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
So I think whoever you're getting, you're automatically getting someone with a chip on the shoulder, which is always a great start to a career. In terms of who I think we should get, obviously I think, it's looking right now, at least, we'll see how like the combine stuff goes and measurements and everything and where guys end up, there's going to be a little bit more tape that people go through, but AJ's probably going first. Peterson's probably going second. So it's coming down between, Cam and Caleb.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been looking at both these guys. It's going to take a lot more, time, I think. I've had a lot of people. I have another Grizzlies fan. My brother-in-law is a big Grizzlies fan, and he hates the idea of drafting Cam Boozer.
Oh.
He does not. He does not see it. He thinks he's going to be not a bust, but he thinks that he's overrated. He doesn't think he's athletic enough for the league, which maybe I don't know.
He had like the best athleticism out of the top 4 guys too at the combine. That's the thing. He measured out better than everybody else and was faster and all these things.
Yeah, I mean his wingspan's almost the same as Caleb's. Like his vert isn't as high as these other guys, but he's still like
6'9" and shit. Like, what does it matter?
Yeah, it's not a bad measurement by any means. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be. If I had to do it right now, if I had to draft someone right now, I'd probably take Cam just because I think his floor is higher than Caleb's. Mm-hmm. Maybe Caleb turns into like you could easily see Caleb Wilson becoming like Evan Mobley, right? Where it's like all NBA guy, right? Third NBA, third team, maybe make some all-star teams, but then maybe he doesn't just kind of. I don't know. He stays at 18 points. He stays at 9 rebounds. Still really a player. I feel like that's the floor for Cam. Like that's going to be his floor, and maybe his ceiling is like, gosh, I hate. It's weird to say, but I feel like he's a Palo with a jump shot. Like I think he's just a bigger body, and I think that's also why the Grizz should draft him because with our spacing isn't awesome right now with the way Josh's been shooting the past couple years, and Edie isn't an awful 3-point shooter, but he isn't known for that, obviously.
Yeah.
So I think if you put Caleb next to Edie, you have it's almost like too much just kind of like defense and guys that can get blocks and rebounds but can't space. Whereas Cam is shooting like 40% from 3 in college. That's going to translate to
kind
the
of
league.
Shoots from everywhere.
Exactly. So I think if you have him next to Edie, now you really have like a pretty dynamic 4 and 5. So
I haven't heard the Boozer Paolo comparison, and I think I love it.
That's
maybe
me.
like
that's
a slightly less athletic Paolo.
Yeah, less athletic Paolo, but a better shooter, which I think I would take because
you don't need the athleticism because he's going to get to the down low areas because he's 253 pounds. And if he loses 15 pounds, then all of a sudden he might have more athleticism in the tank because he dropped 15 pounds. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, like you said, I think Boozer has the higher floor. Mm-hmm. Maybe the lower ceiling out of Wilson. Like Wilson's
but we don't even know that.
Yeah. But Wilson's getting all these like Amari Stoudemire, like young Amari comparisons, and I'm like, man, that'd be pretty fun to have that back in the league because we haven't had someone like Amari in a while.
I know
where he can shoot
it's like
a little
Amari,
bit, but he's athletic and like a young Amari with Phoenix and Steve Nash and that kind of stuff. That sounds fun. And I think he does have the higher ceiling. But
if we do keep Ja and it's like they're running the fast break like that, it becomes really fun.
Well, all 33 games where Ja's playing and running. Yeah. I think that's my problem. It's like, because that's the other thing. It's like, because you traded Jaren Jackson Jr., you have Zach Edey, you have Cedric Coward. Now you're getting this 3rd pick. What's the point of keeping Ja?
I think we're definitely still trying to trade him. I just don't think anyone's.
There's no takers.
There's no takers right now. At least for the price that we want him at.
Would you take an AD package to nothing first rounders?
Yeah. Like the Grizz get 2 first rounders?
Nothing first rounders. So one that's not going to convey and turns into a second rounder, and one that's the 28th to 30th pick in the draft the next year.
So we're basically just trading like one.
You're getting out
only because Jaw's younger, and if we're drafting at 3, and we already have like, we're gonna have a power forward. Like we're gonna have Edie and either Caleb or Cam. So it's like we don't really need AD.
You need
but
a guard.
Interesting proposal.
I don't know.
Sure.
Just thought about it because the Wizards are going to trade AD now before the season starts.
I think so. I think, which they should. I mean, they have a really young core. If they can get any other stuff back for him,
Trey's what, 27?
Yeah, but it's like he can kind of help the guy. He can set up. I don't know. I feel like he will help AJ if they draft AJ or Peterson to like at least like not have all of the ball handling duties. But
no, I think you absolutely keep Trey no matter what you do with AD. I think you get AD as far away as possible from Washington DC.
Yeah, maybe he goes to like a team that is really still trying to win now. That will also take like the Warriors. Maybe I don't know. That could be interesting.
All-time Wizard D'Angelo Russell is in a group chat with my dad now.
Really?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
On a golf trip. I think they played in the Pro-Am at Doral.
Oh, nice.
The day after the PGA Tour tournament there, the Cadillac Championship, I think. I think he got thrown in a group chat in a group with D'Lo. All-time Wizard, by the way. Just loves golf. he got traded there and never reported to DC. Like, I think he did for physical, and he's like, I'm not playing here, guys.
I'm out.
And he immediately went down to Miami to play at Chobay, the hat I have on, and then was just traveling, doing backyard golf for his YouTube channel, which is actually pretty entertaining because he has like the YouTube golfers on there now. Yeah, he's getting into the YouTube golf community, and people are playing with him now. Like he just played with Brian Bros.
I'll have to watch
which is pretty cool. I need to watch it, but shout out to D'Lo, all-time Wizard. People forget.
If they don't make your report and you can do whatever you want, I'll get paid millions of dollars.
I have to get a D'Lo Mavericks jersey. I think I have to. If I can find it.
What?
I think I have to get a D'Lo Mavericks jersey now. Like the throwback green one, just for funsies.
Do it.
I think I just have to. If I can find it on that Fanatic sale, that's like all the jerseys are selling for $4.99 right now or $3.99.
I saw that. Yeah.
The Tua jersey is $2.99.
It should be free.
should be like at cost. Like, I don't need to pay shipping.
You should pay me for shipping.
Yeah, 100%. You should pay me to have that jersey. I already have one in my closet that I need to get rid of now. All of my Dolphins jerseys are screwed. Don't buy jerseys unless they're all-time greats, all-time legends that have retired with your team. I think that's where I'm at.
An A-chain?
No A-chain. My dad has an A-chain.
Okay.
I got a Willie Gay one customized this year. I had a class with him at Mississippi State, and that was the first Mississippi State player we've had in a while. And I was like, I got to get my boy Willie. Yeah. Starkville High legend, also played for Mississippi State. Sick dude. And he ended up signing for another deal for another year. So hopefully he doesn't get cut. So I have him. But I had Waddle and Tua. They're both gone.
Waddle's
he's
gone. But he's still good at least.
That's the problem. Yeah. So I think you just have to get all-time legends. Like with the Mavericks, like my Luka jersey's useless. Pretty much until he comes back in 2028. People,
I know who would have really thought that jersey would be useless though. It's like that's not really on you.
I've got 2 Dirk ones, which is good. Those are all timers. And then I got a Cooper one this year.
Can we stay on the draft really quick? And I can tell you who I think y'all should take
at 9.
Yes, a German, Hans Steinbach. Listen to me, Hans Steinbach.
I'm hearing you out.
18 and 12 in college. Already played 1 year professionally, and forward. Already played 1 year professionally in Germany. So he has he's not going to come into the league and be like wide-eyed like somebody's rookie and be scared. He's a man. He's got played professionally. Really good touch. I think born in the same city as Dirk,
and he's going to get picked number 9 where Dirk was picked.
All I'm saying is that there's an avenue where Dirk comes back and helps him out as well. Like, he's a fellow German. Like, he's going to help him, get better. Like, that's who I have in my mock draft for you guys right now. I think it'd be an awesome fit.
That'd be fun storyline wise. I have no idea how that works team wise with PJ Washington, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, Cooper Flagg.
Well, my point was,
and then you can trade one of those guys.
I just think PJ, Gafford, Lively, those three guys are always like in and out of the lineup anyways because they're always like, I'm banged up here, I'm banged up there.
I'm
I don't
ready
even
to
know if we
trade
should.
PJ. I think I could just go ahead and trade PJ. Just do
Okay,
it.
well,
Fuck it.
There you go. You said it, not me.
No, I think I've come to that realization over the last few weeks. I was like, you know what? I don't know if he fits anymore with Coop.
Yeah.
But you're going to have a hard time getting me off the Mikael Brown Jr. Train.
I mean, yeah, he's
from Louisville. Just give me we had no guards last year.
there.
That's my thing. I can't do that
Yeah.
again. I know Kyrie's coming back, but that's one guy. And he's older, coming off an ACL. I need a guard. I need multiple guards. I need all the guards. Go sign Io and draft Brown Jr. and just like let me run. Just let me just run with Coop.
Yeah, that's he's good. I don't know if
and I'm fine with like it's like Acuff or Berries or whatever. Or like all the guards that are probably going to be in that cluster of 6 to 12 range in the lottery. Right. Just give me one of those guys, please.
Yeah.
And we've got some draft demons on our hands with Masai and Schmitz. Did you see Schmitz's tweet from 2018?
I did.
The Shea one. He's
smart.
Like, he's the dude. I was like, yeah.
This guy knows what he's talking about.
The 2020 one that I sent in the group was also pretty good outside of the LaMelo Ball take. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. He's a good.
He had like 5 for 6 or something like that in that one, or 4 for 5. Like he can tweet it all out. Let's see if he can actually do it. But I don't know. He's the one that tampered too. I'm all in on cheating. If he ain't cheating, he ain't trying.
As long as you win.
For young Hansen, I don't know, but at least
that's a good point too. Yeah, I don't know about that.
He wasn't all the way in charge, so can't blame Schmitz. All right. Love talking about the draft. We're gonna have a lot of draft talk here in about a month and a half.
I'm excited for it. Yeah.
Or a month and just basically a month, right? Finals should be
done. A month and a week. Something like that.
All right. So game 6s are tonight. Spurs, Wolves, late game, Pistons, Cavs, early game. But before we get out of here, Giannis Antetokounmpo, whatever you say his fucking name. Welcome back to the conversation. I thought we were done, and we're right back in it.
We're never gonna be done.
Giannis and the Bucks are open for business. They're open for trade business. They could make the trade right now, in theory. The Pacers did it, so
they could.
During the finals, they made a trade, so they could technically just go ahead and trade him.
They could.
If we
I mean, they said they wanted to figure out where he's going to be before the draft. So
which is interesting.
They have a month to do it. I have 4. I just want to run by you really quick. 4, 2 in the East and 2 in the West.
Okay.
So the first trade is just a straight up. It's a you for me and some picks.
Sure.
Do the Bucks take, let's say, 4 first round picks and Joel Embiid, and the Sixers are like, if we had Giannis instead of Embiid this year and he was healthy, we actually would have been really, really good. And VJ's a year older next year, and Maxi's not going anywhere. And if Paul George can still be this good as a 4th piece, do we just go in for Giannis? And the Bucks, it's like, all right, you get rid of Giannis, but you also get 4 first round picks,
and then 30 games,
and you have fun with Embiid.
Might actually be pretty good.
Yeah, you have fun with Embiid, and you just mess around with Embiid for a little bit.
Just let him tweet through it. So Giannis has a year left. He has next year guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 27-28 season, he has a player option for $66 million. I have no inkling that he would turn that down. That's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, unless he goes to somewhere he really hates. But I think he would be fine playing in Philly.
How many picks does Philly have?
They have 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I mean, they could.
So they have all of them in swaps.
Basically.
Look.
I'm glad this first one's interesting.
Maxey, Edgecombe,
Giannis. PG as the 4th option.
George is still there. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Do we have any contract worries right now? Does that? I guess that works because Joel Embiid's making infinite dollars. So yeah, I think that works, right?
Yeah, it's straight. Yeah, Embiid's at 55, Giannis at 54, and you get to do it right now while VJ's still on this rookie contract.
Yeah. All right. They have every pick through 2032, is what you said.
Yep. But so I don't think. I mean,
give him everything through 2031. Swap it and
five of them
in picks. You go through 2031. You get all the picks. You get Joel Embiid, so you have marketing. You can sell a few tickets.
I'm just saying.
I'm doing that if
the Sixers want to just say, fuck it, go. Let's just go.
Philly absolutely does that because now Daryl Morey, breaking news, he was just fired or let go or decided not to come back.
Yeah.
One of the wording was weird on the tweet. I don't know if he got fired or was.
I think it was a mutual parting of ways,
which is interesting. You know, like I guess you had to pay Embiid. Like you could just let him walk. In theory, he's your franchise guy and that kind of
stuff.
Letting
McCain go was the last straw.
The McCain trade is tough. That's I thought about McCain this morning. For whatever reason, I woke up and just started thinking about Jared McCain. I was like, why the fuck is he in Oklahoma City Thunder right now?
Yeah, dude, it's
because I literally said before the deadline, I was like, McCain to Dallas. Like, how do I figure out how to get McCain to Dallas? You give up all your second rounders and you give him something good because they're just not going to play him, and you get him to Dallas and let him run rampant. You know, let him learn from Kyrie in practice until Kyrie comes back. That would have been sick. And then OKC's like, here's one of our 42 first round picks that we have. Just take it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Because otherwise, like, not a bad job. I guess. I don't think you turned James Harden, who was leaving, into Paul George. Like, fine.
You also got rid of Champagny, who's like leading the league in 3-point percentage for the Spurs. You know. Yeah. I don't know.
No, not really. I was joking. But then, like, you also tried to trade out of 3 for where you took VJ. That was the other thing. Is like they called everyone, and everyone's like, "No fucking thanks," which is kind of crazy now that you look at it. That no one wanted to trade up for 4 or 3, whatever VJ went. And the system like, please God, don't let us pick here. We need to trade down.
Maybe the price was too much.
I'm getting it now. I think it like the Bucks aren't gonna like that, but I don't know. It's 5 first round picks.
Yeah, I think they would take that. I think if anything, the Sixers say no first. All right, number 2.
It's a lot of picks. Yeah, it's a lot of picks, but I'd do it even if I was Philly.
Number 2, staying in the East. If the Cavs, let's say they even beat the Pistons,
I was really hoping you didn't bring this team to me, but yeah.
But New York, you know,
it's New York
handles their business. Yeah. Do we get a Mobley for Giannis? So it'd be what I have is like Giannis, AJ Green for Mobley and Sam Merrill. So basically, you're just swapping, you know, some one shooter
picks
boys
attached,
and picks, obviously. Like, so the Cavs
have any picks?
They have 26, but San Antonio has the rights to swap. They have 28. Utah has the rights to swap, but they do have their own 30, 31, 32.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to throw in a pick or 2 at least. You're gonna have to throw an unprotected pick in there,
right?
At least, and then you can protect one other. I think is how I would look at it if I was the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Because like Evan Mobley, I'm not selling any fucking tickets.
You're not selling tickets, but he is the by far best young player you're gonna get in a return deal. Like there's no one else in the league besides Jaylen Brown who you're getting with that kind of talent at that age.
I don't know if this works. Could we do that?
See, I thought about that, and that's been like going around because of the whole like Jaylen Brown like Twitch stream and you know whatever. Yeah. Is he throwing shots? Is he not throwing shots? I don't think the Bucks do that solely for the reason that
it's a lot of money.
He is younger than Giannis, but it's still the same situation where you have an all NBA type player, but your team still sucks around him. So I don't really know how much that really helps. With Mobley, at least like he's 24, so he's really, really young. So I don't know. You have time to still build around him. So
he's not on his 3rd deal too. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. The Cavs have to lose the series in 6 or in 7, I guess.
7.
They have to collapse these last 2 games. And Evan Mobley has to be bad for that to happen, I think.
I agree.
Because also throwing Giannis on that team, do they win more? Like, are they better come playoff time?
I think they're better, but not slightly. Yeah, how much? Yeah.
Because, like, it's kind of still clunky.
I agree.
Yeah. Still pretty clunky.
Yeah. That's why I don't think that there's a lot of picks involved, just because with Giannis's injury history, you know, maybe the Bucks
you're relying on 37-year-old James Harden, 31-ish year old Donovan Mitchell,
31,
30 whatever
31
Giannis.
Yeah.
Jared Allen's almost 30 at this point, right? Like,
Yeah.
if not already.
I mean, here's the thing. They
Man.
clearly said they're already going all in, getting rid of Garland for Harden. So
Yeah.
this is another big swing that, makes sense.
Be the last 2 raw for the Cavs, because then they would have no more assets and
It would be the
young
last
players.
draw. It'd be like a Suns getting Beal kind of thing.
And after watching what happened to the Suns, yeah, I'm out on that one if I'm the
Yeah.
Cavs.
But I wouldn't compare Beal to Giannis either.
Sure.
All right, third one. We're going to the West now.
Okay.
This one would absolutely. I think this isn't like an automatic title win if this happens. So I think they should do it. The Bucks probably say no first, but who knows? It is if the Spurs feel like they are right there. They beat the Wolves, but they can't beat the Thunder, and they're like, Thunder. We gotta figure out. We gotta beat this team. Do you get rid of De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, and the Spurs have a billion picks, so take your pick from those picks for Giannis. So, because the Spurs don't need Fox at this point, right? We've seen Harper. We've seen what Castle can do.
Yeah, you go Godfather offer with the picks and Fox.
Yeah, you go Godfather offer. You get rid of Vassell, but you still have
the game
Penny. You still have
Keldon Johnson, Carter Bryant.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not like they're losing that much depth with those 2 guys gone. And the Bucks, you get the Godfather offer picks. You have Fox, who's still relatively young. He's a all-NBA caliber third team.
You could just go ahead and flip Fox again, make it a 3-team deal and get more picks, like the Drew Holiday kind of thing, maybe, or whatever that was with Boston originally, where it turns into a 3-teamer.
So what do you think? I mean, if this is if the Spurs are like, we should just
if the Spurs if they just get wildly overmatched by
Giannis,
OKC,
they're winning.
Like if they lose in 5 to OKC, if the Spurs move on, obviously, and they get to OKC, and OKC is just like running circles around them and doing whatever they want, and Wemby can't do it on his own, this, that, and the other, and Fox is bad because the wings and this, that, whatever. Then the Spurs probably look at it more. It's also like, that's your bullet. Are you squeezing a bullet on a guy that hasn't played in the playoffs in 3-4 years?
I know.
Every year he gets hurt at March and can't play in April, and then they lose in round 1. Or they don't make the fucking playoffs this year. That's the one bullet you have. And you can pull it at any moment in time for any one guy. And you could surprise a motherfucker and go get whoever you really wanted. If there's an inkling of sadness or pissed offness for 1 week from any superstar in the league, you could just go pull your gun and shoot it.
I don't know. I feel like this is the guy to do it. Like, I mean, Giannis has been a top 5 guy in the league for 5 years. Like, I think
I get it.
You put him in the Spurs system where it's like, I don't know, man. I think that team is
turns
100% the favorite by far to win the championship next year if that happens.
Yeah, I still don't know if it's an automatic. Because OKC,
it's not nothing's automatic in the league.
Because OKC can just pull a gun right now and shoot Jalen Williams into the sun and all of their picks and get whoever the fuck they want.
They could. They absolutely could.
They're in the same position as the Spurs. So with arguably a deeper asset pool. Yeah. Right? Like definitely a deeper asset pool. So I think I have to see what happens this next series if the Spurs move on. Okay. Because I'm still rooting for the Wolves. And I also just like, I don't know if that's the bullet.
Fair enough.
I don't know if that's the bullet you use it on.
All right, last one. Yeah, I know. Last one. Doing it for the Rockets fans.
No.
Is it Şengün? Is it Şengün, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Jabari for Giannis and AJ Green and picks?
So we just did the Suns.
Kinda, a little bit.
You keep Assar or Amen Thompson and
KD. You have Amen, you have KD, you have Reed, you have Giannis, you have Fred's coming back, you have Adams coming back.
What does this do for the Rockets though? They stay the same.
You get rid of Şengün. You sell high on Şengün because who knows? This could be the best he's ever played. You sell high on Jabari as well. Like
Ime would love Giannis.
He would.
They wouldn't have an offense still, but he would love Giannis.
And you get rid of players that Katie said some stuff about, and maybe the vibes are a little bit better.
Yeah, there's 2 buttons you have to press if you're Houston this offseason, and one of them is the KD button. You eject him. No one's taking that deal anymore.
No.
And the other button is to press the Şengün plus younger guys that KD hates allegedly through a burner.
That's what I got for you.
And that's the other button. And you have to press one of them. You can't bring that team back.
They have to go to a kumbaya retreat for sure and hold hands.
No, they all have to take ayahuasca and like Men in Black. Forget everything. Like that's what they have to do, and that's just not a real thing. And like maybe the ayahuasca works, but maybe Aaron Rodgers nicer. No, I'm so far out on that one. I hate that team if Giannis shows up. Like I would just hate basketball wise. Don't think I would enjoy that one because then it's like you have Amen and Giannis doing the same fucking thing at different.
But that'd be amazing though. It's like their defense would be really good.
Yeah, they're gonna score 89 points a night, and 45 of them are gonna have to come from KD and Giannis.
Fred and KD. This team will be fine offensively.
No,
this team will be fine offensively.
Not with Udoka coaching them. Can we get a new coach in? Can we get Mosley in?
Maybe that's part of the trade. Maybe you also trade Udoka to the Bucks and
you bring in Doc Rivers.
Oh man.
Yeah, I hate that offensively. And I understand like it could still be fine. Just the way it looks. Because this year, even like the way it looked with people that are good offensively, I hated it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out something for the Rockets because
they got to push a button somewhere.
Something's got to change.
PU, dude.
PU. Well, so
that's my
least
favorite.
Was the Embiid your favorite one? Just because that was just.
I think that's the best spot for Giannis.
Okay. Yeah, Philly would be fun.
I know that Milwaukee wouldn't. I think Milwaukee wouldn't do it because they need someone back to sell tickets. And like, is Joel Embiid that guy? Because like Joel Embiid is Philly.
Yeah.
And love him and whatever. I don't think he does the same thing for Milwaukee fans. It's like we're going.
Yeah, but I don't know. I was going through so many trades last night, and here's the thing, Milwaukee. You're not getting a player back. You're getting picks. Like
you should do that.
Yeah, but even like if they didn't want to, like the way the apron is, like it's really impossible to find someone that you can get at this point with the salaries match up. So, and like I was saying, Mobley is their best shot if that comes to fruition.
All right, 90 seconds on why Adam Silver killed the NBA. Free agency. He just like killed free agency. Free agency does not exist anymore. It's not fucking fun at July 5th or 6th or whatever at 6 p.m. whenever it happens, or midnight when it used to happen. Like it's not fucking fun anymore because no one signs. Like Klay Thompson happened the next day to the Mavericks, and I was like, oh, that's cool. All right, that's fun. It took 24 fucking hours for something fun to happen in free agency 2 years ago. The draft is going to stink now. Because now the Grizzlies are barred from getting another top 4 pick. So, like, now you're just stuck with Ja and Cam Boozer and Coward and Edie. Like, you have something. However, you can't get much better unless you just pull an all-time Shea, Bam Adebayo, Donovan Mitchell, 12 to 14 range type of pick. Like, you can't get top 4 again, so you're not getting one of the best guys the next year. Fucking dumb. That's just really fucking dumb. It just penalizes your small market teams to where they're never going to get good. We're never going to have grit and grind Grizzlies again, where Zach Randolph and Marcus Hall and like maybe we get there, but like can't just build that organically like OKC did through the draft.
Harder to do.
You killed that, and then like you changed the trophies. All the trophies suck now. They're all terrible. Like the NBA Finals trophy, Valerio is awful in comparison to what it used to be. It's just terrible. Like we added the net in to make it more prominent. Bad. Yeah. It's terrible. You changed the type of gold that we're using. Are we using 12 karat gold instead of 18 karat gold? We're cheaping out on the fucking trophy at the end of the year. The MVP trophy stinks now. Give me the old Stone Nathan one. Like it's all bad, man. It's all bad.
We'll have to do on another pod. We'll have to really dive into the
this is off
the draft stuff.
I had to.
We'll dive into the draft stuff for sure.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Adam Silver ruined the NBA. David Stern had it going, and
apparently the Finals logo is supposed to be back this year. So
I'll believe it when I fucking see it.
I take in the right direction.
I was yelling at the NHL this year because they used to do that too. My light just changed. That was crazy. They used to change the ice. I don't know how they made ice that quick whenever you made the playoffs because you have to melt it completely, add a sticker underneath it, and then re-ice it. I don't know how they were able to do that back in the day. So I understand why they don't do it. The NBA is just a few pieces.
It's hardwood, dude. I know.
Just a few fucking pieces. I watch them do it after every Stars game. They cover the ice and then they start putting fucking hardwood down. It's the coolest thing ever. You can see it happening. It's easy. It's just to add an extra. Like the NBA should just pay for it, not the team. Just here's your hardwood for the finals. You have just you make 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
Or you make 4 of them or whatever it is. Because if you're going to use 2 courts during the finals, you make 4 finals logos and you just ship them off to those.
I mean, they're apparently coming back. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if it works. But Adam Silver killed the NBA and I'm furious.
I agree.
All right. Well, that'll do it. Subscribe to the NBA Nightman on YouTube. A lot of fun stuff from Drew B. Solo stuff. He's got the videos, got the shorts, TikTok, everywhere. NBA Nightman. Hit the subscribe button.
Just did my first mock draft. So if you're into college basketball, into seeing who the rookies are going to be.
Did you draft my German man, apparently?
I did. Yeah. I got
Steinbach
at 9.
All right. Well, tune into that. NBA Nightman. Hit that subscribe button here at the Apollo NBA show here on YouTube or wherever you get audio podcasts. Apparently, Apple has added video, allegedly. We got the email from Megaphone where we upload our podcasts to. That goes to Apple and Spotify and everywhere. So hit the subscribe button there. If Apple doesn't have video on this one, sorry. TBD whenever we get video there, but it'll be there eventually. Spotify already has video. So hit the subscribe button there. Follow us on social media at Apollo NBA or at the Apollo NBA show on TikTok and Instagram and all the things. And we'll be back on probably Monday. If we're having a game 7, we're going to record on Monday night instead of Sunday night so we can get the full game and digest it and everything. So probably be back Monday night, Tuesday morning with the next episode of the Apollo NBA show. We'll be back pretty soon. See you later.
Peace.